Hello again. We are working on our pincushion. In the last video I sewed all around, leaving a 3-inch gap for turning. Now we're going to trim our seam allowance and turn it. So I'll just take my scissors and cut a little bit closer to the stitching, but not ever across the stitching. And this just will make it easier to turn. Less bulky. When I get to my corners, I might cut across, again making sure I'm not cutting any of my stitches. Don't trim along the open edge. You're going to want that so you have some seam allowance to turn under for hand sewing. Oh, I didn't trim all my threads. Trim my threads. You might find this easier to do down on the table. I think I would. I'm going to do it that way. So now I have something like an 1/8 inch seam allowance all around, even though when I was sewing it was a 1/4 inch. I'm going to turn it. So I find my opening, flip, and now I'm going to use a tool. This is like a chopstick. You can also use a pencil that's not too sharp. Don't use your scissors or you will make holes. So I'm going to use this to get in there and point out those corners and make them sharp corners. Just like that. One to go. Okay. And now it's turned. We just have to stuff it. And then in class we'll do a blind stitch here after our stuffing, and do the decorative sewing with the embroidery floss and the buttons.